Have you ever wondered what truly sets apart those who merely dream of wealth from those who are actually living in abundance? Take Andrew Carnegie, the 19th century steel magnate, one of the richest men in American history. As a poor boy from Scotland, Carnegie had nothing but an iron will and a burning desire to support his family. He started with humble jobs, but even with the little money he earned, he didn't keep it all for himself. He once recalled how he willingly brought bread to the families of workers, even poorer than his own. That small act planted a seed of giving in his mind, sparking a deep sense of connection and purpose within his community. When he became a steel tycoon, he carried that habit forward, but on a massive scale. He built thousands of public libraries, funded hundreds of universities. He didn't just amass wealth, he poured his fortune into serving society. Sounds contradictory, doesn't it? How could someone who gives so much become the wealthiest person on the planet? Could giving actually be the path to riches? This idea might shock you, flipping every outdated belief you've ever had about money. Before we dive into this secret, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video to spread this value to others who need it just like you. Most of us, from a young age, are taught to go to school, get a job, work hard, save, and invest. Sound familiar? We're fed these old school formulas that the truly wealthy have long since shattered. You grind, you pour your heart into your work, but the gap between you and the rich keeps widening. While you're scrimping and saving, inflation eats away at your money's value. Feeling stuck yet? Like you're running on a treadmill going nowhere? That's your mind sounding the alarm, gripped by the fear of scarcity. Is there another way, a hidden formula no one's told you about? A blueprint the wealthy use to shape their destiny? This pain, this sense of being trapped, isn't yours alone. Millions are struggling, yearning to break free from poverty, craving financial freedom, but unsure where to start, held back by outdated beliefs. So what do? Keep trudging down the same worn path, or embrace a new game? The answer is yes. I'm not here with empty promises. I'm about to reveal 3 core habits, 3 secrets that have empowered the world's wealthiest to build limitless prosperity. These aren't cheap tricks or gimmicks. These are timeless principles, proven over thousands of years. When you apply them, you'll see new doors swing open, opportunities you never imagined will show up in your career, your relationships, and most importantly, your bank account. You won't just make money, you'll manifest wealth, abundance, and financial freedom naturally. This desire fuels a powerful drive, promising massive rewards. Get ready, because what you're about to hear will completely transform how you view money and life, guiding you toward a brighter future. Getting rich isn't a one-size-fits-all formula. It's a multi-dimensional concept shaped by science, spirituality, philosophy, and the daily rhythm of your life. We often think wealth is just about having piles of money, but that's only the tip of the iceberg. True wealth is abundance on every level: financial, physical, relational, and inner peace. It's not as dry as a financial chart. It's vibrant, like rivers flowing into the sea, always moving, always expanding. When I talk about manifesting limitless money, I'm not just talking about stacking up your bank balance. I'm talking about becoming a magnet for prosperity, where money and opportunities naturally flow to you because you're creating value, serving others, and living by universal laws. This challenges your rational mind to rethink how you view money. Deep inside, we all have a poor person longing to give, a middle-class person craving safety and stability, and a wealthy person seeking opportunities to create value. See it yet? Money is just a byproduct of the value you give, not the ultimate goal. The message of giving and serving isn't some trendy modern idea. It's rooted in the most ancient civilizations, sacred religious texts, and the philosophies of great minds. Think of the Buddha, who gave up his royal throne to seek enlightenment and share wisdom with humanity. Or Jesus, who sacrificed himself to redeem others. Neither amass material wealth, yet their influence is boundless, rippling through millennia. This stirs your ability to make wise choices, connecting you to the flow of history. Back to Andrew Carnegie. He wasn't just an industrialist. He was a monumental philanthropist. His philosophy, captured in the Gospel of Wealth, declared that the man who dies rich dies disgraced. He believed the wealthy have a duty to use their fortune to benefit society. This isn't just moral advice. It's a natural law, a universal principle applied for thousands of years. Thinkers like Ralph Waldo Emerson, with his law of compensation, stressed that everything you give, energy, time, or money, returns to you multiplied. It's not just a spiritual notion, it's an economic truth proven time and again throughout history. Feeling curious? Your brain's filtering through this, searching for the truth behind these words. Here's the secret most people miss. The rich don't work for money, they work to make money work for them. More importantly, they work to create value for others. And this leads to a truth few realize. When you give first, you activate a natural universal law. It's like a farmer planting seeds. He doesn't eat the seeds, he sows them into the soil. He gives them away, nurtures them, and reaps a bountiful harvest. It's an endless cycle of giving and receiving. You might wonder, is it really that simple? Just give and get rich? No. It's not about giving blindly. It's about giving with purpose, with wisdom, and above all, with a mindset of responsibility and service. It's not just about being generous with money, it's about being generous with every resource you have, your value, your time, your wisdom. It's about serving, giving to others first, giving to society with a mindset of unconditional generosity. You're probably thinking, this sounds too abstract. How do I actually apply this to my life to make money? Don't worry, I'm going to break it down step by step, turning big ideas into small actions you can start today. First habit, be radically generous with the resources you have, your value, money, and time. Serve and give to others first, to society. This isn't just about donating to charity, it's a way of life, a mindset. Think of it like a garden. To grow a lush, vibrant garden, you plant seeds, nurture them, water them, fertilize them. You give first, then you harvest. Start by engaging your rational mind to pinpoint the seeds of prosperity you want to sow. With money, how much do you want? Be specific. For example, I want $10,000 in my account by the end of this year. Once you have that goal, start giving a small portion of what you have. It doesn't need to be a fortune, maybe $10 to a homeless person, $20 to a charity you believe in, or simply buying a nice meal for a struggling coworker. The key is your intention when you give. Give with joy, with the belief that you're planting a seed of abundance, expecting nothing in return. That feeling? That's excitement pulsing through your veins. With value and knowledge. What are you great at? What skills do you have that others need? How can you help someone with your expertise? For instance, if you're a coder, spend an hour a week mentoring a recent grad struggling to land a job for free. If you're a talented chef, share your secret recipe or cook a delicious meal for a new neighbor. You're planting seeds of help, of knowledge, and they'll come back to you as valuable connections, new opportunities, or creative ideas. With time, your most precious resource, often overlooked, give it freely. Listen to a friend who's feeling down, help your parents with chores even when you're swamped, or volunteer for a small community project. Every minute you dedicate to others without expecting anything back is a seed of goodness. Remember, the time you give is an investment in relationships, reputation, and your personal brand. Next, sharpen your mind like never before to find the fertile fields where you'll sow your seeds. These fertile fields are the places where your acts of giving will create the biggest impact, multiplying their effect. For example, if you want financial wealth, help someone struggling with money, but do it responsibly, sustainably. Instead of just handing out cash, teach them how to manage their finances, guide them toward new income streams, or connect them with a job opportunity that fits. You're planting seeds of self-reliance, and they'll return to you as breakthrough financial solutions in your own life. Want amazing relationships? True friends? Actively connect people who can help each other. Say you know someone looking for a job and another person hiring for that exact role? Don't hesitate. Introduce them. You're planting seeds of connection, of a valuable network, and you'll be amazed when incredible relationships and unexpected opportunities start showing up in your life. Finally, for this habit, practice coffee meditation, watering your seeds. This is a crucial step to raise your frequency, making what you give come back to you faster, multiplied. Every night before bed, take 5-10 minutes to reflect on all the good you did that day. Recall the joy of helping others, the thrill of being generous, the moment you planted a seed of kindness. Picture it vividly, the smile of the person you helped, the relief you felt after doing a good deed no one asked for. For example, today I donated $20 to a program for impoverished kids in Africa. It felt so good knowing I'm helping make the world a better, more abundant place for every child. Or I spent an hour listening to my friend's struggles and I could see how much lighter they felt afterward. Even finding a solution to their problem, it's amazing to be someone's support. Coffee meditation strengthens the positive energy of your seeds, urging them to sprout and grow fast. It's like watering and fertilizing your garden. It helps you acknowledge your efforts, not just the outcomes, creating a positive mental reward loop that motivates you to keep planting. Second habit, take 100% responsibility for every problem in your life and focus on changing yourself first. This is where most people stumble. They blame their circumstances, the government, their boss, the economy, anything external. But the truly wealthy, the brilliant entrepreneurs, they know everything starts with them. They seize total control. Start by ending the blame game. When something goes wrong in your life, you lose your job, your business flops, you don't have the money you want, what's the first thing you do? Look for someone or something to pin it on, right? The economy's terrible. My boss is awful. I'm just not lucky. Stop it. This habit fuels your hidden fears, trapping you in helplessness. Replace because with due to, me. For example, instead of saying, I'm not making money because the economy's bad, say, I'm not making money due to me not finding creative enough ways to create value in this economy. Instead of my boss fired me, say, I was fired due to me not being valuable enough to the company right now, or not seeing better opportunities elsewhere. Sounds harsh, doesn't it? But this is when you force yourself to think deeply. When you stop blaming, you reclaim control. You become the creator, not the victim. Next, sharpen your mind to find the mirror in every problem. Every issue you face is a reflection of a seed you planted in the past. Struggling with money? Ask yourself, was I ever stingy with someone? Did I ever deceive anyone about money? Problems in relationships? Ask, did I ever break a promise? Did I ever lie to someone? This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about honest self-inquiry. You're learning to spot the seeds and shift your actions moving forward so you don't repeat old mistakes. Finally, for this habit, change yourself before trying to change the world. When you spot a bad seed, plant a good one to balance it out. Realized you were stingy? Start being generous today, even in the smallest way. Caught yourself being dishonest? Commit to absolute honesty now in every word and action, no matter how small. Take Walt Disney, a titan of entertainment. Before Disney became the empire it is, Walt faced countless failures. His first company, Laugh-O-Gram Studio, went bankrupt. He was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination and having no good ideas. Instead of blaming publishers, the economy, or bad luck, Walt took full responsibility. He never gave up. From the ashes of failure, he asked what he needed to learn, how he needed to grow. He kept believing in his vision, relentlessly honing his skills. He found ways to turn his wildest ideas into reality, focusing on creating joy and value for millions of kids and families. That spirit of responsibility and persistence built the legendary Disney empire. This is when you discover who you truly are when you have nothing, and that's a mental reward for growth. Third habit, honor your promises. Stay truthful and keep commitments, even in the smallest things. Respect others' property, avoid lying, bending rules, or cutting corners. This is the bedrock of trustworthy relationships and the foundation of lasting prosperity. No one wants to do business or build long-term partnerships with someone who breaks promises or can't be relied on. Start by igniting your decision-making clarity with the tiniest promises. Said you'd call someone at 5 p.m.? Call on time or text immediately if you're running late with a genuine reason. Promise to send an important email? Send it now. Don't push it to tomorrow. Vow to finish a small task? Do it thoroughly, exceeding expectations. Never brush off small promises. They don't just build others' trust in you. They strengthen your own confidence in your ability to keep your word. Every promise kept is a brick in the castle of your reputation. This brings a deep sense of fulfillment, a mental reward for integrity. Next, commit to respecting others' property and resources. This is a subtle but critical part of planting prosperity seeds. Ever borrowed something and forgot to return it? Ever wasted shared resources carelessly? Ever taken up someone's time by showing up late or rambling unnecessarily? These small actions plant bad seeds for your abundance. They sow disrespect and loss. Value everything entrusted to you: a pen, a book, a car, a major project. Use others' resources responsibly, efficiently, as if they were your own, or better. Finally, for this habit, be absolutely honest. No rule bending, no scheming. In business and life, temptations abound to fudge the truth for convenience, to snatch an opportunity through shady tactics, or to slide by with a small deception in conversation. But the truly wealthy, those with sustainable prosperity, know this erodes their reputation and trust over time. This is when your hidden fears might flare up, tempted by shortcuts, but your rational mind will guide you to the right choice. Think of Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha. He's renowned for unwavering integrity in every deal, big or small. No bending rules, no lies, always keeping his word consistently. That's why people trust him implicitly and why he built a massive, enduring financial empire over decades. If you're tempted to cheat or be dishonest, even slightly, pause and ask, what seed am I planting? Do I want to harvest distrust, broken relationships, or failure down the line? Choose honesty instead, and you'll feel a wave of relief, a sense of peace. That inner calm is a powerful sign of good seeds sprouting. If it's so easy, why isn't everyone doing it? Sounds like empty theory. Maybe it's just luck. I've given so much but still aren't rich. What's going on? I know these questions are swirling in your head, and I totally get the skepticism. Millions have tried and seen no results, so they quit fast. The reason? They don't fully grasp the essence of these laws. They're not applying them correctly or consistently, or they're making fatal mistakes without even realizing it. These questions jolt you, make you hunt for contradictions, and your rational mind is ready to dig in. One of the biggest mistakes is the belief that saving money is the only path to wealth and debt is evil. This is one of the most limiting beliefs drilled into us. People think scrimping every penny will make them rich, and debt is a monster to avoid at all costs. That's the poor person mindset talking, and it's outdated. Look at the truly wealthy. Instead of obsessing over saving, they focus on creating massive value for their community and the world. Think of Henry Ford, who revolutionized the auto industry. He didn't just aim to get rich, he wanted to build a car every American family could afford. His vision was to provide efficient, affordable transportation for millions, solving a real problem. That dedication brought him immense wealth. He served first, and riches followed naturally. This mindset pushes your rational mind to think differently. Another common mistake is believing luck determines wealth. Many think riches come from being born into a well-off family or hitting the lottery, but what's luck? Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. The wealthy don't wait for luck. They create it by planting good seeds. They prepare relentlessly, learn constantly, build relationships, and when opportunity knocks, they're ready to grab it. Take Bill Gates. Sure, he was lucky to grow up in a solid family with early access to computers, but was that all? Thousands had similar chances, so why did only Gates build Microsoft and become one of the world's richest? Because he worked like crazy, embraced failure, kept learning, and saw the future of tech before others. He planted seeds of innovation, delivered massive value to the world, and stayed resilient through countless challenges. Look at the rock-solid proof from real life. The story of J.D. Rockefeller and his 10% giving principle is a perfect example. John D. Rockefeller, the oil tycoon and one of the richest men in American history, started planting seeds as a young boy. Even as a poor kid, he gave away 10% of the little money he earned, mostly to his church and charities. This wasn't a show, it was a core principle he lived by, a deeply ingrained habit. While others scrambled for every penny, Rockefeller stuck to this practice. And the result? He became the wealthiest man in the world at the time, with a fortune worth hundreds of billions in today's dollars. He proved that giving doesn't make you poorer, it opens the door for wealth to flood into your life. He served society by providing essential energy for America, then poured most of his fortune into philanthropy, building universities, hospitals, and medical research funds. This story hits you right in the heart, strengthening your belief. Or take Steve Jobs and his vision to change the world. Steve Jobs didn't start out chasing money. His goal was to put a computer in everyone's hands, and later to transform the world through technology. He devoted his life to creating revolutionary products that solve problems for millions, even billions of people. When he built the iPhone, his aim wasn't to become the richest guy around. He wanted to craft the most beautiful, user-friendly device that would change how we communicate and connect with the world. Because he delivered massive value to humanity, wealth flowed to him like a natural consequence. He didn't make money the old school way. He created money by serving and innovating relentlessly. Feel that surge of inspiration? That's excitement kicking in. See it now. These aren't one-off cases. These are timeless laws, proven across cultures and eras. The truly wealthy know money is a tool for serving, for multiplying value, not the end goal. When you focus on giving value, you naturally attract limitless wealth. Don't think you need a ton of money to start planting seeds? You can begin right now with what you have today. To sharpen your rational mind and track your progress, grab a small notebook or create a note on your phone called Seed Planting Journal. Every day, jot down at least 3 small actions you took to sow good seeds. Maybe today, I genuinely complimented a coworker. I patiently let another car pass during a traffic jam, or I spent 15 minutes reading to my kid without touching my phone. Writing these down makes you more aware of your actions, and it's a small mental reward each time you complete a good deed. Another powerful tool is setting up a generosity fund. No matter how much money you have, set aside a small portion, say 1-5%, into a separate account called your generosity fund. This money is only for giving, for helping others without expecting anything back. As you watch this fund grow, you'll feel more excited about giving, and your belief in the law of planting seeds will strengthen. It's a tangible visual mental reward, a concrete reminder of the prosperity flowing through you. And one final golden tip, the 10/90 rule, or 90/10. When you earn money, take 10% of it to give away to charity, to help family or friends, or to invest in projects that create social value. The remaining 90% is for investing, spending, or saving. But more importantly, give 10% or more of your time and energy to serving others. For example, if you work 8 hours a day, dedicate 1 hour to doing something valuable for someone else without expecting payment. It could be a free consultation, a blog post sharing knowledge, or simply quality time with loved ones. This keeps your mind razor sharp, helping you spot giving opportunities you might have overlooked before. You might be wondering, if these habits are so simple and effective, why do so many people still fail even when they try? That's a great question, and the answer lies in common mistakes most of us make. These errors don't just block your path to wealth, they can push you further from your goals. They spark a sense of caution in you, warning you about hidden traps. The first and biggest reason is a lack of patience. The trap of give now, get now. You plant a seed and expect fruit right away. It's like planting a tree and digging it up every day to check if the roots are growing. This doesn't just harm the seed. It makes you discouraged, ready to quit halfway. Many hear about the seed planting philosophy, get excited, give a little money, help someone, and then immediately check their bank account. Where's the money? Why is nothing happening? This mindset is like buying milk at the store but never checking the expiration date on your own thinking. You're still clinging to an outdated mindset, craving instant results in a fast-changing world. Moore's Law says information doubles every 18 months. In other words, everything's obsolete after 18 months. Graduate from school, you're already outdated. Stick to old thinking and you'll get crushed, like forgetting to check the milk's expiration date in your fridge. When you don't see instant results, your hidden fears kick in. Fear of failure, fear of losing what you gave. You lose motivation fast, and worse, you decide this philosophy doesn't work or it's just for other people. That makes you miss the real chance to build lasting prosperity. You give up too soon, right before the seed can sprout and bloom. The second reason is a common execution mistake, lacking the right mindset and pure intention, the reluctant giver syndrome. You might follow the steps, but your heart's not in it. You give because you have to get something, not because you genuinely want to serve and feel joy doing it. This forces you to dig deep into your true motives. When you give reluctantly or with calculation, you're planting a tainted seed. It's not pure, infected by scheming, expectations, or even resentment, a feeling of being forced. The law of karma doesn't just look at your outward actions, it sees the intention behind them. If you give $100 but secretly regret it, feeling like you're losing out, the seed you plant is weak, or worse, a bad seed carrying negative energy. This lack of sincerity shows up in what you get back. You attract shallow relationships, unclear opportunities, or worse, nothing at all. Or things that disappoint. You feel used, let down, and it reinforces the false belief that giving is foolish or I'm always the one who loses. This creates a vicious negative cycle. The less you give, the less you receive, and the harder it is to break free from where you are. It breeds constant frustration, a lack of mental reward. You're holding precious diamonds, unconditional generosity, 100% responsibility, and absolute integrity. These aren't just tips, they're universal laws. The seeds you plant will shape your harvest of prosperity. The stories of Andrew Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller, and Steve Jobs prove success isn't luck, it's the direct result of deliberate, consistent habits. The power to transform your life is in your hands. You don't wait for opportunities, you create them by planting seeds, reshaping your inner economy. This clarity hits your heart, giving you real power. Now, you face two clear choices. 1, stick with outdated ideas, formulas that no longer work. 2, bravely embark on this transformative journey, challenging but full of promise. Start with the first step I shared. Plant seeds of unconditional generosity, take 100% responsibility, and live with absolute integrity, even in the smallest things. Practice coffee meditation every night, reflect on the good seeds you've sown, and feel the shift within. This is the choice of growth, self-mastery, and true prosperity. The choice is yours. Remember, the first job of an entrepreneur, someone seeking wealth and financial freedom, is to master their inner economy, not the external one. The moment you realize this, you're already stronger, and the door to prosperity swings wide open. Feel the thrill exploding inside as you decide to change your life. If this video touched your heart, if you feel a spark of hope or see a new path opening, share your thoughts in the comments below. Which habit will you start today? What seed will you plant first? If you haven't subscribed, hit that button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any valuable videos ahead. I believe you have the strength, wisdom, and persistence to achieve every financial and life goal you set. May you soon manifest limitless wealth and a life of prosperity and peace, exactly as you deserve.